Hello friends, I am Dr. S.P. Patil. In last video, we discussed about the motion of an electron in a parallel electric field. So, in this video, we discuss about the motion of an electron in a perpendicular electric field. So, initially, I will draw a diagram. This is plate A having charge is positive. This is plate B having charge is negative. Okay, and these two plates kept parallel to each other and separated by a small distance d. Okay. So, these two plates are parallel to each other and separated by distance d. If plate A is positively charged and plate B is negatively charged, then electric field E is directed from A to B. Okay. After that, consider an electron. Okay, this is an electron having charge is E and mass is m, moving with an initial velocity ux along x-axis. Ux is the initial velocity of the electron along x-axis, like this. Okay, yes. Now, as it enters into the plates A and B and perpendicular to this electric field, it produces the force. Understood? When this electron enters into the plates A and B and perpendicular to the electric field E, then this electron produces the force. One more thing is there, the path of this electron is or will become a parabolic till the path is parabolic, like this. Parabolic path is there till it takes an exist and later move on straight line path. Like this, with velocity v. Understood? Now the path of this electron is parabolic path, and after some time it will move in a straight line with the velocity v. Okay. Now when the electron passing through the plates, when this electron passing through these plates, the electron gets accelerated along y-axis. Like this. This is y-axis. Okay. Understood? When the electron or while passing through the plates, this electron gets accelerated along y-axis and axial velocity ux remains constant or unchanged as there is no force along the x-axis. Understood? Now after that, after emerging from the plates, the electron finally strikes on a screen at point Q. Okay, so if V be the potential difference between the plates, then vertical force we can write Fy. If V be the potential difference between the plates, then vertical force is given. So we can write Fy is equal to E into capital Ey. Give equation number 1. Now after that, again according to second law of motion, we can write Fy is equal to m into Ay. Give equation number 2. Now if we compare equation 1 and 2, we can write okay, therefore from this equation we can write Ay is equal to give equation number 3. Understood? Now this Ay is directed along y-axis, that is towards the plate A. Understood? Ay means acceleration produced along y-axis, that is it travels towards the plate A. Okay, and what happened along x-axis? Now we can write along x-axis Fx is equal to 0. That is, there is a no force acting along the x-axis, and due to this reason Fx is equal to, we can write 0. Again axial velocity along x-axis is also 0, and therefore Ux is equal to constant. Okay, now after that the electron remains in the region of the plates of the length L. For time t, we can write this is the length of the plate. Okay, now we can write the electron remains in the region of the plates of length L at time t is. We can write T is equal to L divided by Ux. Give next equation, equation number 4. Understood? Now again we can write after equation 4 the vertical velocity, we can write the vertical velocity of electron is, we can write Vy is equal to Uy plus Ay into T. Now here again, as initial velocity Uy is 0, and therefore we can write Vy is equal to Ay into T. Okay, give next equation, that is equation number 5. Now after that put equation 3 and 4 in 5. In this equation we just put out the value of Ay and T. Okay, so we can write this equation like this: Vy is equal to, Ay means E into Ey divided by M into T means L divided by Ux. Okay, now again we can write this equation like this: E by M again, instead of this Ey, that is electric field along y-axis, we can write V by D into L divided by Ux. Give next equation, that is equation number 6. Understood? Now after that, the displacement at any instant t, we can write the displacement at any instant t along y-axis is, we can write y is equal to 1/2 Ay into t square. Here initial velocity along y-axis is 0, that is we can write Uy is equal to 0. So here again we put value of Ay and T similarly. So 1/2 into E into Ey divided by M into value of T is L divided by Ux bracket square. Okay, now finally we can write this equation is equal to 1/2 E into Ey divided by M into Ux square into x square, here along x-axis. Okay, so indirectly we can write like this: y is equal to k into x square. Give next equation, that is equation number 7. Now this equation 7 represent y is equal to kx square. This is equation number 7, and this equation 7 represent parabolic equation. So we can write equation 7 represent parabolic equation, and k is called parabolic constant. And value of k, we can write k is equal to 1/2 E into Ey divided by M into Ux square. Understood? Okay, one more time I will explain. See, now consider the two plates A and B, A having positive charge, B having negative charge. These two plates kept parallel to each other and separated by a small distance d. Okay, now after that consider an electron having charge is E and mass is m, moving with initial velocity ux along x-axis. Okay, as it enters into the plate A and B perpendicular to this electric field E, it produces an force. Okay, now after that, when electron passing through the plates A and B, that electron gets accelerated along y-axis like this. This is the y-axis, okay, and this is the x-axis, okay. Now axial velocity remains unchanged as there is no force along the x-axis, okay. Now after that, if V be the potential difference between the plates, then vertical force we can write Fy is equal to E into Ey. Give equation number 1. Now after that, according to the Newton's second law of motion, we can write Fy is equal to m into Ay. Give equation number 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, we can write E into Ey is equal to m into Ay. Therefore, Ay is equal to, we get E into Ey divided by m. Give next equation, that is equation number 3. Now along x-axis what happen? Fx is equal to 0 because there is no force acting along the x-axis and therefore Fx we get 0. Axial velocity along x-axis is also 0 and therefore we can write Ax is equal to 0. Now this is the initial velocity along x-axis is equal to constant. Okay. Now the electron remains in the region of the plate of the length L at time t is equal to L upon ux. Okay. Now after that, the vertical velocity of the electron we can write Vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. As initial velocity along y-axis is 0, therefore we put uy is equal to 0 and we get this equation like this, Vy is equal to ay into t. Give next equation, that is equation number 5. Now put equation 3 and 4, that is the value of ay and t, in equation 5. We get this equation, that is Vy is equal to, we get E by m into V by d into L upon ux. Give next equation, that is equation number 6. After that, the displacement at time t along y-axis we can write y is equal to 1/2 ay into t square. Here also initial velocity along y-axis is 0 and therefore here we put uy is equal to 0. By putting this value we get this equation, y is equal to 1/2 into ay into t square. Now after that, here in this equation we put the value of ay and t, we get this equation. Okay. Now along x-axis we put, instead of this L, we put x. Therefore after putting this value we get this equation, 1/2 E into Ey divided by m into x square into x square. And if the term 1/2 E into Ey divided by m into x square is equal to k, then we get this equation like this, y is equal to k into x square. Give next equation, that is equation number 7. So this equation 7 represent parabolic equation, or we can say that this is the parabolic equation, and this k is called as a parabolic constant and which is equal to 1/2 E into Ey divided by m into ux square. So this is about the motion of an electron in a perpendicular electric field. Thank you.